What is up and what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Night Owl 141 and it's the final day of the beta. I think this will probably be my final match of the beta. And I wanted to do something for the final match that is, let's say, not going to be like the past couple of videos, which were inherently negative, and I was talking about things that I disliked in the game. Although I think they are still important, don't get me wrong, it's not like I suddenly love this game or anything. A final thoughts and opinions video is on the way. But instead of focusing on negative aspects, let's do something positive. Let's try and get a video that's gonna be kind of objective and not inherently pessimistic. And that is gonna be back to the grease gun. So I uploaded a video, I think it was last week, where I said that the game balance in the game is awful and that the grease gun has no reason to exist when you have guns like the PPSH. Now don't get me wrong, the game balance is still awful, it's horrible, right? But I watched a Drifter video, right? And he said that from what he saw, the greatest guns in the game right now in the beta were the PPSH and the grease gun. And I'm like, what has Drifter actually been smoking to think that? But then I remembered that in this game, there is an attachment that everyone hates, that is always banned in competitive play, and that we all agree shouldn't be in the game because it alters the time to kill of the gun, and that is rapid fire. It is indeed in this game, and some guns like the STG are just insane with rapid fire. It's totally broken. So I decided, let's try the grease gun with rapid fire. Maybe it changes it. And holy shit, if that ain't right. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw earlier, but some dude started shooting me first with a submachine gun and I outgunned him. It's crazy. It's just crazy how much one attachment can change a gun. I guess that's why so many people dislike it. You know, they want a gun to be good and not for you to have to use an attachment to actually make it good. But I do have to admit, with rapid fire, this is a totally great gun. Like, seriously. It's kind of like the Kuda, think of it like that, where it doesn't fire as quickly as the others, but it has that range damage. You know, you can consistently pick people off at range. And that's something that I really like. You know, it kind of has a contrast when you compare it to the PPSH, which is a strictly fast-firing weapon made for absolute close quarters. And I do kind of like when they put these different archetypes of weapons in the Call of Duty games. For example, the Razorback in Black Ops 3, it's a very unusual weapon. It's like a long-range SMG. And now watch here what I do with this flamethrower. I haven't shown you any videos of that yet. But this thing is totally crazy. I had no idea. Watch this shit. Bam! We're just going to town on these kids, cooking it up in here. So the question is, why did I not use a flamethrower before? So there's one thing about it that I had no idea about that's totally insane. It's out of this world. And that is, if you die with the flamethrower, you get to keep it at exactly the same amount of fuel as you had before you died. In fact, you can pull it out and then go back to your primary weapon and pull it out again. Unless you waste the fuel, unless you actually use up all the ammo, you can pull it out as many times as you want. There's literally zero risk involved in picking up the flamethrower. The worst that could happen to you is you die, and then you respawn and you have it again, or you get a ton of kills from it. I mean, it's just totally insane. And unlike the Purifier from Black Ops 3, which had like a 1 second period which it took to actually kill the target, with this thing, you only have to touch them and they're dead almost instantly. Now, yes, true, it has lower range, but still, I mean, considering those two attributes that I just told you about it, Look at that grease gun right there. Just before we go any further, look at that. That's what I'm talking to you about right there. That double kill, that's not possible without rapid fire. And another double kill right there. That's why I love this gun so much. With rapid fire, this is definitely gonna be something I'm gonna be using when the game comes out. It's a pretty great gun when you put this attachment on it. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, with a flamethrower, considering that you can pack it up at will and that you only have to touch a target to kill them, holy shit, this is gonna be my #1 thing for camping in a building. You know, I'm gonna camp, I'm gonna get like 7 kills, piss off the entire enemy team. They're gonna start rushing me, and they think they got me, and boom, baby, I pull it out and just go to town, start cooking. You know, we get that barbecue going, baby. But anyway, yeah, that's just kind of gonna be the main focus of this video, is to show you the grease gun and that flamethrower. I do encourage you guys to try out the grease gun with rapid fire. Obviously, when the game comes out, not now, because you probably don't have time anymore. The beta is going to be over in like an hour from me recording this. And there's another sweet triple kill with that flamethrower. I really love it. But yeah, the final thing I want to talk about in this video is I'm really concerned. You know, I'm really wondering how much they're going to change from the beta until release, because when you think about it, there is still quite a bit of time until November for them to fix stuff. They still have plenty of time to implement changes, but the thing is that again, I think myself and a lot of other members of the community, we're kind of very conflicted in just what we want fixed. I watched a video recently where somebody said that they love how it's boots on the ground again, how the spawns don't flip every 2 seconds, how you can predict where the enemies are coming from, which is a completely different experience from what I had. It's totally opposite for me. Some people saying that, you know, the balance is great and that every single weapon is viable. Again, completely different from what I think. But yeah, we can just sit here and speculate. We're going to see where the game comes out. I'm about 90% certain I'm going to grab it. And if you are going to as well, drop a like on the video and write down a comment. I'll catch you guys later.